Again, it's Carnell, Vernon Stewart here for the podcast. We're talking Auburn football. Go ahead and like the video, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Click the bell twice so that you don't miss any of the information. And as always, it's great to be an Auburn Tiger, War Eagle. Now, there's been a lot of talk. One of the biggest storylines, one of the most profound storylines of the 2020 season is the running back room at Auburn. You got guys like DJ Williams, Mark Anthony Richards, Shaun Shivers, Tank Bigsby, really pushing the envelope as to whether Auburn even has the best running back room in the country. Very talented. And the thing I like about it is they're very diverse in their skill set. So you have a running back coach and Carnell Williams, very intense, very inexperienced though. And we want to see this year how Carnell Williams takes the step from year 1 to year 2. Of course, he did some IMG stuff. He's actually, as far as a professional, was the rookie of the year at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now returning to Auburn, got the call in the midnight hour from Gus Malzahn. Say, hey, man, I want you to be the running backs coach. Can he do it? I think he can. I really think he can because, for one, he has that Auburn experience. He also has the sharing the carries experience with Ronnie Brown back when they were one of the best tandems, dual tandems running back wise in Auburn history. You talk about the 2004 season where they literally just slashed through the SEC and the nation as a whole that year, getting shunned out of the BCS championship game against Oklahoma. Against USC. I really want to know, because I want to do an interview with a former player from that particular time, how they felt about that particular thing as far as getting shunned from the national championship game. And really, realistically, given the totality of circumstance, how they felt about their prospect of winning. USC was very talented during that time. Had some of the best players in their particular history, a nice run during that time. So, but either way, coming into the 2020 season, how's this thing going to pan out? One, you got a brand new offensive coordinator in Chad Morris, and people are really singing his praises as far as what he has brought to the table with utilizing the tight ends, opening up the passing windows as far as they call it the route tree. And one of the parts of the route tree is when you talk about those intermediate routes. And usually in college football, you can find some mismatches in the intermediate routes and the hot routes because most of the linebackers in college football really can't cover them. Auburn can because, you know what? They're so fast they can do it. That's where you get the 3-1-7 situation against LSU that really frustrated them in that game. So Carnell Williams, former Auburn great, former NFL great to a certain degree until he got injured. He is now the running backs coach at Auburn. He's very intense. He's very intentional as to what he wants from his running backs there. And now I think he has the tools in place to really be successful. The situation is, and then I talked about this with Joe Toles in an interview on yesterday, is you can't spread the ball out but so much. But Auburn has found some success in being able to spread the ball around. You think about 2013 where you had Trey Mason with 1,800 yards and Corey Grant with 600 and Cameron Artis-Payne with another 500, things of that nature. Then you think about the 2010 team where you had Michael Dyer getting most of the work, but then you were able to spread the ball around with Ontario McCaleb, guys of that nature. Can we see that in 2020? I think there's a possibility that we can. One thing about it, when you have a guy like Carnell Williams who has been there and done that and was in Auburn great, what better fit, what better guy to have in position to be a guy that can tell the story? That, I mean, you can see it on tape as your mentor, a guy that got the results at Auburn, whether it was as a running back. He played, Carnell Williams also played on the kick return team. Very versatile in how he ran the football. Arguably one of the most versatile running backs in Auburn history. And you're talking about a guy that's able to slash through the line of scrimmage, able to hit the edge, the corners. He was a very good football player, and it showed in the result. And I just want to know, as a football coach, much respect for Carnell Williams, how his influence is going to transfer over from year one to year two, especially with the upgrade. I think the offensive line can't be as dysfunctional. I don't think they were bad. I just think they were dysfunctional. Can't be as dysfunctional as they were the year prior. And let me know what you think in the comment section. I want to light this comment section up. Go ahead and like the video, comment, and subscribe. Click the bell twice so you don't miss any of the information. But this is a hot topic for the Auburn Tigers. How is Carnell Williams as a running backs coach? How does he transition from year one to year two with the experience that he's had, especially dealing with the challenges of the pandemic, not being able to always tangibly work with the running backs? How is his coaching influence going to transfer from year one to year two? Now, Vernon Speaks feels that it's going to be positive, but I want to know what you think. Once again, it's Carnell Vernon Stewart here for the podcast. We're talking Auburn football. Like the video, comment, subscribe, click the bell twice. I don't want you all to miss anything because this is not going to stop. It's going to only get better. We're going to have some more guests on the podcast, mostly Auburn fans. Probably be able to sneak some former players in here. We'll see how that works. That's actually a thing that we're doing now. And as always, it's great to be an Auburn Tiger. War Damn Eagle.